Hey guys, welcome back to day number 17. The road to 2000, which at the moment seems a million miles away, but look, we will get there at some point. Form lately has been slightly dire, to say the least. Even when we're winning, we're not even sort of playing well. So we need to try and turn that around. I've had a few games this morning. I've lost three, I've won one, and I'm not going to get too bothered about it. I'm just going to try and focus and just I'd rather now just lose by playing well. I've been trying to find sort of wins by any means lately, maybe just by sort of ending up in a sort of time scramble, or I don't know. I've just been trying to get the wins, and now I need to play better, more solid. Okay, that's fine. I'm defending this pawn. He's attacking that pawn. Now I'm going to push on forward. That's fine. Then I'm going to do that. He'll probably bring his... No, he won't. Now I'm going to pin his knight. He'll probably unpin it with the bishop. Yes. So I think now... I think he'll castle next. So... I'm going to castle as well. I need to back off here. Now, if I attack this, he takes. Yeah, that being pinned now. So I could sort of unpin it with this, which works. Okay, so now if we were to push here, he would take, we would take, he would take, he could take, I could take, queens. And does that work? I push forward. Could just move the... I'm going to get this away. Or he's just going to take. Okay. Now. Right. I'm going to ask a question of this. I'll take. He's attacking my queen again. So... maybe I go here. That's fine. Now if he takes my bishop, I can take back with anything. So where's a good place for this? Here. I like that. That's fine by me. Just trying to maybe open up this D file. If he takes, what do I need to be wary of? If he takes that, I take, then obviously that's hanging, but it's also defended by the knights and the queen, attacked by the queen as well. That's one scenario. Okay, now I think taking is fine. Now that hangs. So that, whoa, Jamie, whoa, whoa, whoa. That hangs, but there's that. But then I can come back and defend. So that isn't a problem, but that could have been a problem. So maybe we just needed those few warm-up games just to kind of, okay, so we can still go back there to protect this and this. So I think they're attacking this. Attacks my queen. So we're going to take with check, and then he's currently looking at A, attacking my queen, and B, coming in there, which would be mate. So we need to really think about this one now. And okay, let's not do anything silly. Let's think about this. Right. So if he goes here, that is mate. So the only way we can really defend it and protect the queen at the same time, I think, is to move somewhere like here. Now, if he comes in with check, no, we don't have anywhere to go. So maybe we just... maybe I'm missing it. If I go in for check, then what? If I take, he just takes with that. Then I go here. Does that do anything? I can't. I'm stuck. So hang on. If I move, I think I'm just stuck. I think I'm in a lot of trouble here. Oh, I'm going to try that. Chuck in the check. He moves there. Wow. I think he's just given me a lifeline. I think that might be a lifeline. Now I need to think, if he goes back here, have I got... So if I move here now, I'm going to have to do... I need to sharpen up a little bit. Right. I think that was the right move to make. I think anything else was mate there. I might be wrong, but I took my time. I thought about it. I just didn't see it coming up. I didn't see that one brewing. So the worst thing about this run of form I've been having is that I'm not drinking at the moment. I'm not drinking during I'm doing dry Jan, so I'm not drinking this month, and I feel as sharp as anything. I'm over my illness, which was like last week or whatever. And it's just, it goes to show, doesn't it? You can be feeling your absolute best and yet still be playing some tragic chess. So, right, okay. Now I think I'm going to ask the question here. Now, I don't know what he does. I think he just goes back. Or goes there. Right. Now, have we got any ideas of... There is a check there, but there's nothing there. So we're gonna advance this forward, and if he pushes on, which he probably will, right, if I go there, thinking about these things I wouldn't normally think about too much. Need to a little bit, but not to the extent that I am. And that's what happens when you're tilted. You just end up sort of overthinking things, overcomplicating things, and just playing generally rubbish chess going forward. And I think my attitude towards it's been trying to just get the victory by any means. And I need to just kind of go back to... I have been trying to go back to basics, but I need to go back to basics. Can go there for the check, doesn't do a lot. I'm just going to take. There isn't really anything on at the for the time being. So expecting to get the rooks into action, or maybe the queen. Yeah, I saw that, but I'm not too bothered by that at all. See, I think here my king can just run, or can just move to the side. Let's call it move to the side. Do we want to simplify? Maybe just for the time being, let's just... No, I think we're going to simplify, because I was worried about this coming in and taking this. I could have just pushed forward, I guess. I should have just done that maybe. On the next move, not that one. Okay, so now we're gonna take. Are we? Because if he takes and then I take, at the moment he's got a straight up check. So what we might do here is we might go here. Why are we going to do that? We're just hoping he takes his eye off the ball. Okay, which he doesn't. So now we're going to go here. Now I'm happy with this. I'm happy. I'm closer to the king. Okay, we can do that if you want to. We can exchange pieces. He's doubled up his pawns. I'm still a pawn up. So I'm fairly happy with this now. Now I'm going to get this other rook interaction. And if he wants to trade off again, that just helps my king get into the action a bit quicker. That's fine. Now I'm either going to go for this pawn here, or here. Why there? Because if he checks me again, I'm more than happy to exchange. That's fine. And I think I'll win it on the endgame. That's fine. I'm happy with that. It gets his king in action. That pawn is up for grabs. But I don't think he can stop these two. I don't think he can stop these two. And he knows it. He knows it. So we used our time there well, I think. We did all right. And we kind of just kept it simple. I mean, there was one tricky bit in the middle game there where I thought I was going to get mated. And I think I pulled out the right moves. So I'll be intrigued to see what the computer says. 65% and 2 blunders. Wow. Okay, so he did have an actual win there. I mean, it was... Let's go through this again. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. No. I'm guessing it went to bishop. Bishop on c4. No? Okay. Right. f4 instead. Okay, so... See, all my moves up until that were sort of good moves. They weren't even great moves. Attacks the queen. Come back. That was fine. I like that. Now look, I'm 2.8 up. So this is going into last week when I was sort of up and I just can't sort of find the right moves. So maybe, what did I do next? So maybe I should have taken that. Or just gone straight for that. Right, okay, but we didn't. We didn't do that. And then we found ourselves in a spot of bother. So this was a lovely outpost for the knight, and it was backed up by the pawn. So here, taking that was silly because it invited this in to then threaten the queen and obviously the mate. So I've gone from 3.3 up, threatens the queen, and I panicked. So I just thought, right, take that. I thought he was coming in for the check anyway. So I thought I was doing myself, and I just completely overlooked the fact that the queen was just going to replace the bishop. And then here. So that's saying it was a good move. What was the best move? Okay, so I did look at that, but then obviously I'm worried that I'm just losing my queen. So why? Okay, so that was kind of, he didn't have to take that. Oh, he had to, he could have just moved there, and then that's still on. But it worked. It worked. And then was my next move right? Well, I just tried to sort of cover the f6 square because of what happened last time. But it's got me back into the game anyway by giving back the piece which I was up. So I now attack the knight, goes back to a safe square. Now try and push my pawns forward. Okay, that was wrong. What was the best thing there? Take there, but I just thought if I take, I've got doubled up pawns, and then, okay, I mean, either way I thought I was in trouble. But I kept my pawns looking all right. Then I take there, and then I win the pawn. So I was a bit surprised by that. It comes in with a check. I defend like that. So the best move there was just go back, go back, go back, stay safe. Okay, and you've got 2 hours on this still. I should have just gone back. But I guess if he pushes forward, he's always got that. No, he doesn't, sorry. Right, anyway. I was still in the game. 2.2 now. Computer likes it. That was silly. And then I've taken. And that brought me back into, I was happy. As soon as those queens came off, I thought I'm winning this. And then the same again. Yeah. And that was it. So, yeah, it's got me playing like a 1250. And I can't, I mean, I don't read too much into that. But look, let's be honest, I am playing poorly. So we're going to play again. That's exactly what we're going to do. Right, let's try and build that momentum up again. Right, okay, so we're going to go for the English. We're going to go to the English. Hopefully the English is nice with us. Okay. Right, defend this pawn. Okay, now we're going to fianchetto. Yeah, it might come out with this. Yeah, and we're going to... We're going to do that. You take, that's fine. And now we're going to castle. Going in there and doing that, I don't think makes any sense. It pushes me away. I can't go there because he could just go here. So that doesn't really make any sense to me. It would have been nice if this pawn was still here, because then I could have maybe gone in there and put some double pressure on that, which is what I like doing sometimes. That's an idea. But with the pawn on c6, obviously I can't go in. Ideas of maybe slotting into b3. I mean, he takes, I take, and then maybe do that and run back just for a pawn. Seems like a lot of work. Might be worth it. Right, he's eyeing up his possibilities here, and he needs to get that knight into the action. And I guess maybe a6 looks like a rubbish square for now, but then he could always go in here, reroute it, and then maybe come. That seems like a better square already, or maybe even just straight there into that. But I think he'll do that. Right, look, 1545. Let's look at the bigger picture, okay? I'm just trying to think positive here. I think when we started this, we were like a sort of 1520. And then we went up, got a couple of wins, got a couple of losses, back and forth. And then we got up to like 15.55, I think it was the other day. So we've taken a couple of hits, but at least we're sort of 20 points on from where we were a couple of weeks ago when we started the journey. So look, it's not all bad. It just feels like it when you're sort of when you're losing, you get back in that kind of losing streak. So now he'll take with this, and then maybe what I'm thinking now is maybe get this out of the way because I don't want this defending a capture of my queen, and then maybe I could take that, which would be free. So if I go here, he's going to take, and then I'm going to take. Then if he wants to take, I could maybe go there. Then he takes, I take. So let's see what his next move is. Okay. So I'm playing Jan from Poland. I'm in that mood today for some chess. I normally go to a couple of chess clubs on the weekend, but I'm not feeling it this weekend. So I think I'm just going to have a good little session online today. Now I'm going to do that, take the pawn. He will take with this or not. So I guess he comes in there and threatens this, or just go straight in with the queen. Now that is interesting. So thinking about this, so hang on a second. So say I take that pawn. That makes no sense. Queen just takes. I can't take, so that, right. So if he takes, I take, he takes, I take. So that's fine for now. So we are going to have to, can we just attack this? Does that work? That's fine. That is fine. Again, I think just don't overcomplicate things. Just look at the immediate danger, look at potential ideas for attacking. If I need to get this out of the line of fire because it's not good. He takes, I take. Or maybe push it. He goes back, push, and then it gets it away. It will then be eyeing up this square here, which if the queen remains on, so I'm thinking, I'm worried about him doubling up on the d file. If so, maybe but then he'd need to drop the queen back, so maybe it gives me time to say pop into b3 and maybe swing my rook over to d file and try and focus on that. I guess if I can release this at some point, then that's a potential capture. Yeah, lots of stuff going on the board at the moment. I don't think there's any point in me going here. It just invites him in quicker. I do like just trying to maybe push this away, but like I said, he just drops there. So we're gonna do that. I like that. If I can get him onto this file here, which is still protected by the now a double attack like that on the queen twice. Like that. I like that. Let's not do anything silly here. That to me looks like it would have been a lovely thing there, but it's protected by this. So we are just going to look for the rook. Now, how can we do this better? Look, if we aim for this, say we aim for that, that's quite a nice move, I think. Attacking that. He moves. Now that is on. That is on. And we like that. So we thought about that properly. And that was a better price than the rook. Yes, it was. Okay, now come on, Jamie. That's a bit better form. That's what I can. That's a bit more calculated. Right. Comes in there. That's fine. That pawn is looking after me nicely. Comes in there. That is a check. But one way to support that is to attack, I think. So now if he attacks, I can just take with this and the queen, which it wouldn't be defended because I've moved the pawn forward. So that's fine. Goes home. Right, we come in for another check. Do we? We've been doing that a lot lately, coming in for checks, which we wouldn't do. Now maybe time to get... Do you know what? We're going to come in for the discovered check. That's still defended twice. Just in case he does try and do something. I mean, I'm +8 here at the moment. So this is... I should be easily converting this, or if not, making him resign. You're better than this, Jamie, and I know it. See, I think recently I might have just thought, oh, okay, the knight was defending the square, where I could have sort of got a skew on the queen, and just probably taken the rook, but I didn't do that. So he sees that, now he backs out, which is fine. So now if you go and try and attack, this, and then maybe try and... ideas of maybe, okay, he attacks my queen and attacks this. So we can just go here. Don't want to do anything silly. You can't just attack me because I would just take. Defended. I could try and... maybe he tries to defend it like this. Maybe I'll try and pin it. Well, no, it wouldn't be pinned, but do you know what I mean? It would just... I'd be taking it. Okay, which is what happens. Now, he could just go back. No, he can't. He can't go anywhere, I don't think. Goes there, gets taken by the queen. Goes there, gets taken by the queen. Goes there, gets taken by the pawn. So yeah, I'm just going to take that. You can put me in check if you want to. Do you know, if I lose this game somehow, I'm just going to... I think I'll just quit chess. That's fine. I mean, that's absolutely fine. I think you need it. I mean, again, you don't exchange pieces when you're sort of down material. It just, you just don't do it. Yeah, he resigns. Fair enough. Okay, look, I'm happy with that. Let's have a quick look at the review. Now, 91%. That is much better, much cleaner. No blunders, no mistakes, a few inaccuracies. It is what it is. It's going to happen. He plays 75%, and we were pretty solid from the start. So that is what I can play when I'm on it. This was all fine. Yeah, protect the pawn in the middle. Yeah, okay, fianchetto. That was all right. Yeah. I liked it though, because hang on, so wait a second. Computer at the moment's got me 2 up. Doesn't like that. Does it think I'm just going to exchange? Right, okay. And then it really doesn't like that, because it knows that that forces it onto a square which isn't so favourable, and also allows me to take this pawn with tempo on the queen and the bishop. So what does he do? He goes there and I just take, which is fine. Now obviously I'm eyeing up this, and then once it was taken by, yeah, maybe should have taken with the h pawn. That was fine. Then instead of taking the rook here, yes, that is the way. That is the way. Moves. Okay. Yeah, the pin. And then from there, I mean, look, if you're +8, you should be winning it. It's as simple as that. Yeah, and that's game. That's done. Okay, look. I might go and have another couple of games in a minute or two. But either way, whatever happens, we got off to a... Look, we're back to kind of 15-50. So it's been up and down, but that's not a bad start to the day. And I'll tell you what, my confidence needed that last win anyway. But I will be posting something later on. So if you're new, thank you for tuning in. If you're returning, I really appreciate it. And the comments that I'm getting, honestly, thank you so much. I really, honestly, it's so helpful. And yeah, you just have these sort of moments where you just get a sort of brain freeze and just don't pick up on basic things. So I really appreciate any comment I get, good, bad, or whatever. And thank you very much. Have a good Saturday, and I will see you guys later. Okay, take care. See you later. Bye-bye.